was a pretty physical game. Not a lot of scoring going on. Both teams didn't really shoot very well. It was basically just who could ever get the most stops, and we got a bunch of rebounds in the second half, which really helped. And we kept their main guys, pretty much in check, and they didn't get going. So. I hit a pull-up right in the middle of the lane and thought I got fouled as well, and that kind of got me going. I hit a step back on the right wing, and then I got the ball next possession, and it felt good, so I went with it. Siena's going to be another tough one. We had a tough first half against them at their place, and then we kind of ran away with it in the second half. But it's going to be a different story here. They're going to come out, they're going to have their ears pinned, and they'll be ready to go. So it'll be another tough one. It's going to be working to get the most stops, and rebounding the ball will be a big key.
Well, excitement, first of all. Anytime you can get a win, especially this late in the year against a team that's nationally ranked and as good as they are, I don't think people give them enough credit. They've got 5 of the best players in our conference. They're not quite as deep as a lot of teams. It's their coach's first year. But they're as good as us. They're as good as Cornerstone with the first 5 guys. And the energy and effort my guys gave to give up 45 points for the game and 20 in the second half to really bear down and play hard. Just look forward to the next few games. It really shows to me that my guys are ready and want to jack this thing up and do something special. Yeah, as I said to our radio guys, hope and pray. I don't think enough people realize how many good players we have. During the week when he went down, we had a couple days of practice, and there was some despair in our coaches, but the players just kept reiterating. It just gives me a chance to get more minutes. And you know what? They came out there and did a whale of a job. I don't know what Daryl Noble's stats were, and Wasso's had a good game. It doesn't matter what their stats were. They played their guts out. They played really hard. They played for each other. Our bench was alive. James Nelson was the greatest teammate you could ever have tonight. He was cheering. Referees kept telling him to sit down. But I think our game plan was kind of stick with what we do. We've got a bunch of good players, and we were able to be an awful good team tonight with the same game plan we always have. Well, I think a lot. We haven't been able to beat, Indiana Tech or Cornerstone, and they're right now going into tonight. They were 1 and 2, and we were 3, and we felt like we were good enough to be in the mix with those teams, if not better than them. And tonight kind of reiterated to us that we are good enough to play with those teams without one of our best players. And so as we move forward, I think that kind of shows us that hopefully we can do some damage here in the conference, maybe get back into a chance to win this thing, and if not, get to the national tournament, maybe make some noise there. Yeah, you know what? That's one of the toughest things. I think I worry more about that game than I did this game. This one's pretty easy one to get jacked up for, just for the simple fact that they had beaten us earlier this year. We went to Siena Heights. We beat them by 14 earlier in the year. They've not had the greatest of seasons, but in saying that, they're trying to get things on track. They're wanting to make the conference tournament. They're wanting to get the highest seed that they can. Sometimes you talk to your guys about, the greatest thing for their season is to beat a nationally ranked team. So they're going to come in here with their ears pinned back. And I told our guys after the game tonight, what we did tonight doesn't matter if we come back Saturday and let one slip away from us. So our thing is just get back to practice tomorrow and Friday, try to build on what we did today, have a ton of energy coming Saturday. Come out and try to get another win and feel great about ourselves as we go into the next week.